Here we go again. Welcome to Friday Night Fear. As always, it is me, Ginge T, and I will be your commentary and your guide for this evening, holding your hand through a magnificent show that we have in store for you, and to follow on from a fantastic show we had last week, crowning our first ever and inaugural Showtime champion in Baron Corbin. That was the way that we went off the air last week, and our first match of the evening tonight will be an open challenge for that championship. As it stands, we have absolutely no idea who will be taking that. All we know is that it will be kicking off the show. We also found out who will be competing for the World Heavyweight Championship. Dolph Ziggler won his match last week, so he will be taking that one step further. And we also have in our main event this evening, Braun Strowman against Kevin Owens, and the winner of that match will be joining Dolph Ziggler in that championship match later on as we head towards our first ever pay-per-view. But before we get there, we also have a timed qualifying match for the Fear Women's Championship this evening. Last week, Bianca Belair and Sarah Logan picked up their victories, and tonight we will have Billie Kay against Natalya to find out who will potentially be joining those women. Yes, potentially. Out of the 5 qualifying matches we have, it will be the 3 women that have picked up their victories in the quickest time. So it is all to play for. And we also have a massive tag team match this evening. But before we get to any of that, we are about to jump straight in to our open challenge for the Showtime Championship. What a match we have this evening to kick things off. We are starting things with the champion here on Friday nights. Yes, Baron Corbin, currently the only champion on Fear. He is the Showtime champion, and he managed to capture it at the very end of last week's show in a 6-man ladder match. He, of course, was victorious, and to prove his dominance, he is kicking things off this evening with an open challenge. Yes, he wants to make his name known here at YCW on Fear and dominate the competition around him. As I said last week, a 6-man ladder match for the Showtime Championship, beating Shinsuke Nakamura, Tyler Bate, Mustafa Ali, Bobby Roode, and Pete Dunne. What a match it was. It was very, very grueling and very, very taxing on all those involved, but it indeed was Baron Corbin that managed to come out of that as the champion. But who is his very first opponent? We are about to find out, and it is a hometown favourite. It is Tyler Bate, coming up short in last week's ladder match, but he may be thinking that one-on-one he has a much better chance of coming out as the champion here on Fear. What a match this is going to be, and what a night we have in store for you later on. We have another timed challenge for the qualifiers to the Women's Championship, as well as in our main event this evening we have another qualifying match between Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman. The winner of that match will go forward to meet Dolph Ziggler to take one step further in crowning the World Heavyweight Champion. But that is the end of the evening. We have many matches to get through before we get there, including this one, as I said, for the Showtime Championship. The crowd here are absolutely amped up, and what a championship that is. Absolutely beautiful, perfectly pristinely created, and what a brand we have created it for.
Introducing the champion from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is the champion, Baron Corbin.
And would you listen to those boos in the background? They're not overly happy that Baron Corbin is the champion. Of course, Tyler Bate, the hometown hero here in England, but it is still going to be one heck of a match as the referee raises it above his head. It has already shown both competitors what they are fighting for. They both indeed look very ready, but we are kicking it off. Baron Corbin straight out the gate, right there, going straight towards Tyler Bate, taking him down to the ground. Got to be an interesting tactic from both sides here, looking to gain that early advantage as they get started in the match, going for those kicks, but both men reversing one after another Got to think whoever gets that early advantage will be a shoo-in to pick up the victory later on, but it's not about who can start the quickest, it is about who can go the longest. Baron Corbin showing us last week that he is able to go the distance, and indeed in a grueling match, taking out 5 other top competitors to make his way to the top of the ladder and to the top of the championship division. But when you are at the top, there is only one way to go, and that is down. Everybody else on the brand will be looking to take that championship off from him, including this sunset flip right here from Tyler Bate, but not managing to pick up a 3 count. The crowd loving it. Tyler Bate feeling all pumped up, but Baron Corbin right there shutting him straight back down and showing who is indeed the premier athlete here. Going for that choke slam backbreaker, hitting it right there. Tyler Bate, the smaller man of the two, easier to pick up. Could he be ending right here? End of days reversed by Tyler Bate into a headlock and hits a side Russian leg sweep. Could have been the end of the match early right there from Baron Corbin, but Tyler Bate getting out of it. Is he going for his Tyler driver? He hits it. Could this be the end of the match? Referee only getting a 1 count right there from Tyler. Got to think both men, a lot going through their heads there. Baron Corbin did not want the match to end right there, right then. And Tyler Bate looking for that advantage. What a match this has been so far, and as I said, up next we have another time challenge qualifier for the women's championship between Billie Kay and Natalya, and not forgetting about our main event this evening, Braun Strowman against Kevin Owens, qualifier match for the World Heavyweight Championship, as well as another few matches this evening, but we will get to them as the night goes on. Back and forth action between Baron Corbin and Tyler Bate right here. Baron Corbin being very, very gentlemanly, introducing Tyler Bate to the top turnbuckle right there. But Tyler Bate hits right back with a Dragon Screw, taking him down to that, and a standing moonsault right there. Could that be it? Tyler Bate not going for the pinfall, but going for some more damage on Baron Corbin right there. This could be it though, going for the pinfall. Referee not in position, and that could have cost him right there. Tyler Bate Irish whipping Baron Corbin into the corner, following it up with a European uppercut. Not for long though, as Baron Corbin steps back in and takes advantage. Very, very back and forwards match. First Championship defense for Baron Corbin here, not wanting to lose the match, but Tyler Bate clearly doing everything he possibly can to pick up that victory, as well as working on the body parts of Baron Corbin as much as he can. Rolling heel kick right there from Tyler Bate, going for the pinfall, only managing to get himself a 2 count. Very, very exciting match right here between both gentlemen. Is he going for it again? Second time of the match. Tyler Driver. Again, only managing to pick up a 2 count. Tyler Bate must be getting very frustrated, wondering what he has to do, hitting his move twice so far, as well as reversing the end of days. Frustration looking as though it is about to kick in. Not wanting to get himself disqualified though, as that would be a terrible move. Tyler Bate going to the top rope, usually very comfortable up there. What is he going for? He was going for a twisting splash, but not enough. Baron Corbin up to his feet, chokeslam backbreaker once again, going for the pinfall. Looks as though this could be it. Only managing to get himself a 2 count. Not enough just yet. Although Baron Corbin setting himself, could he be looking for something bigger than that? Potentially going for the end of days once again, but Tyler Bate managing to get out of it before he was able to secure it. So far, Tyler Bate looking the better man in this match. Almost getting himself a 3 count right there, but Baron Corbin not giving up without a fight. What a match this has been so far. Tyler Bate possibly looking for a 3rd time charm, but Baron Corbin 1 step ahead on this occasion and going for a Boston Crab. Could this be over due to a submission? Not Baron Corbin's usual method, but at this stage I believe he's looking for anything possible. But the leg strength of Tyler Bate coming into action right there. Another Irish whip to the corner. There is Baron Corbin opened up. I must have missed that earlier on in the match. Tyler Bate not showing any mercy, looking to snap the arm of Baron Corbin right there. Ever so slightly taking 1 step at a time towards the end goal. Looking for that pinfall victory right here. Could this be enough? Not at all. Not just yet. Tyler Bate looking visibly frustrated with himself, wondering what it is going to take to put him away. Tyler Bate up to the top rope. Baron Corbin pops to his feet, plucks him out of mid-air. Could this be it? It is indeed end of days to Tyler Bate. Nobody saw that coming. Could this signify the end of the match? It is indeed. What a match we have just witnessed. The end of days signalling the end of the match. What a well fought victory from Baron Corbin right there, and you can see how much it means to him. Very, very pleased with himself. Looking to get that cut on his forehead looked at. He seems he's looking for something. He's got himself a chair from underneath the ring and he is going to town on Tyler Bate. Was that absolutely necessary? No, we think not. But whilst we get that sorted, another quick reminder about tonight's main event between the Monster Among Men and Kevin Owens. But before we get there, it is indeed time for our Fear Women's Championship Time Qualifier match. And what an iconic way to kick this off. It is indeed Billie Kay against Natalya. Billie Kay accompanied to the ring by Peyton Royce.
Sydney, Australia, Billy Kay.
Natalya, arguably the more experienced member of this match, but could the outside presence of Peyton Royce come into effect in this one? Anything can happen so far. We had our two matches last week. Bianca Belair picking up a victory against Bayley with a time of 4 minutes 35, and then Sarah Logan getting the upset victory against Carmella 6 seconds quicker than Bianca with a time of 4 minutes 29. You've got to think that if either women here is able to get quicker than those, they will be a shoo-in for that qualifying match. Quick reminder on how it is going to work. Out of the 5 matches that we have, it will be the 3 fastest victories that will indeed go towards the championship match. So it's all to play for. The victory is of course important. Wins and losses matter here at YCW, but on this occasion the one thing that is more important than a victory is how quick you are able to get that. So it is absolutely all to play for. Any form of victory will count, so count out disqualification, any means necessary, as long as it is the quickest. Obviously, pinfall submission is the natural way to pick this up, but we will see what happens in this match between Natalya and Billy Kay. Natalya straight out of the gate going for a running bulldog right there, looking to end this match as quickly as possible, and it is exactly what I would do. Also, what a match this has the potential to be. Billy Kay struggling to get in any offense in already. Natalya firing on all cylinders, working her way on that leg, looking for her pattern finisher. Could this be it after only 40 seconds so far? Natalya has locked it in, and Billy Kay has tapped 45 seconds. What an impressive victory from Natalya. No sweat, as we can see right there, but what a victory that is. You've got to think that is definitely a shoo-in for that championship match down the road. Could anybody get quicker than that? But this is what we like to see. Sportsmanship right here. Good old handshake. Billy Kay knows that she was bested on this occasion, but Natalya has come away with the victory, and with a time that quick, even with 2 more matches to go, you've got that is definitely a shoo-in for that qualifying match. But we're now jumping straight back into things here with tag team action. It is the Usos against the Lucha House Party, and it is coming up right now. Now, as we have not actually mentioned for this match in advance, but for every tag team match so far, they have indeed been qualifying matches all night long so far, but the winner of this match will indeed gain their opportunity to become the first ever YCW tag team champions. The Street Profits picked up a victory against Heavy Machinery last week, and we are about to find out who out of the Usos and Lucha House Party is able to pick up this victory. And it is next. Here we are. Welcome back. It is tag team action here on Friday Night Fear. Usos against the Lucha House Party. As I mentioned before, this is indeed a qualifier match for the World Tag Team Championship match later down the road. So everything is to play for here between Lucha House Party and the Usos. What a match this is going to be. It is Jimmy and Jay against Graham Metalik and Lindsay Dorada. No Kalisto this evening, but both of these men are more than happy to get on and do it without him. As I've said previously, a little bit of tension between the three of them in recent weeks, but they're not going to let that get in the way of championship gold. It'll be clear to see in the coming weeks what happens between Lucha House Party, whether they manage to figure things out or whether eventually it will implode amongst them. But Gran Metalik looking for that pinfall victory right there, not able to get it, but was able to get that drop kick to the back of the head. Uso with the power advantage and the Samoan drop right there, and just like that, swinging momentum back into his favour. Nice snap suplex right there from Gran Metalik, dragging him back to his own corner. Great tag team prowess right there, showing why they deserve to be at the top here at the tag team division, but not enough so far to put away the Usos. More tag team championships on the side of the Usos than the Lucha House Party, but that is not going to let them lose focus. Everyone, fresh start here at YCW on Fear, and that is not going to determine what happens from there. Falling headbutt right there from Lindsay Dorada, who is now in the ring for his team. Dragging Uso to the middle of the ring. Thought he was going to go for the pinfall there, but not. An innovative arm drag instead. This is the sort of action that we like to see, and it is the sort of action that you will be seeing on a weekly basis. And I have just been informed that later on this evening we will have a triple threat match between three of the men involved in last week's ladder match. Bobby Roode, Pete Dunne and Shinsuke Nakamura, all looking to pick up a little momentum and show why they should be one of the next contenders for a championship, whether that is Baron Corbin's Showtime Championship or whether it is in the coming weeks the World Heavyweight Championship. Everything is to play for here on Fear, but one step at a time, and currently we are in the tag team division. Every man here definitely would not say no to a little bit of gold around their waist. I don't think anybody actually would, to be honest. I wouldn't mind a little bit of gold every now and then. But a wonderful rolling elbow right there, knocking Lindsay Dorada down to the floor. But he manages to hop right back up and get Uso with a back cracker. Could that be enough? Another falling headbutt surely will take them that little bit further. Isolated Uso into their corner. Hurricane Rana takes him back down to the mat, looking to get that hot tag, and he does, tagging in his brother, who comes in hot-headed but unable to get that attack in on there. Lucha House Party seem to have the advantage at the moment, a little bit more composed with themselves, taking him up to the top rope. What is he looking for right here? He's looking for something big, and indeed, Spanish fly from the top rope. Surely that is enough, but no, he is popping right back to the top rope, going for something big. Uso pops back up, superkick knocks him back down. Absolutely no effect from that Spanish fly, managing to take things back into his favour. What a match this is turning out to be right here Both teams giving it absolute everything they have got. What a match. Just shows that what tag team gold means to both teams right here. Both teams pulling out all of these stops to pick up the victory. Who knows which direction this is going to go, but Uso is definitely feeling the wave of momentum, picking back up a couple of short distance clotheslines right there, as well as the leaping lariat, taking Grand Metalik down to the floor. Looking to end this very, very soon, I would imagine, wearing him down on the mat, keeping him there. Ideal place to keep him if you can do the damage. Butterfly suplex right there, taking him down to the mat, rolling out of the way of the kick and hitting him with a Samoan drop. But Grand Metalik pops back up, victory roll right there, takes him down once again. Back and forth action between every one of these men in the ring. Grand Metalik up to the top rope, and Hurricanrana takes him down to the mat, looking for the end of the match, going for a springboard. Uso pops back up, superkick once again takes him down to the ground. Absolutely fantastic action right here. Got to think the end of the match is coming very, very soon. Back and forth action between all men here. As soon as one of them hits their big move, the other one fights right back. Roundhouse kick right there from Uso, looking to end this here. Tags in his brother. What can they pull off to finish off this match right here? Irish whip to the corner. Crowd absolutely loving this, as am I. This is the sort of action we want to be seeing each and every week, and this is the sort of action that we are looking to deliver. Uso going for a submission here. Could this be it? Arm has been trapped, cranking on the leg, pulling on the lower back. Could this signify the end? No. Uso lets go, but surely that has done damage right there. I am absolutely excited so far, almost losing my voice, but not before the end of this match. I promise I will call it until the very, very end. Uso Irish whips Lindsay Dorado back to his own corner, looking for something big here. Super kick right there takes him down to the ground, pulling him away from the ropes. Do not want that rope break right there. Going for the pinfall and managing to get a 3 count right there. DDT on Grand Metalik just to be sure, no interference. But what a match that was. Back and forth action between all men involved. Both tag teams doing it. What a beautiful Spanish fly right there. But as we saw, absolutely no effect. Uso pops right back up, hits straight back with a super kick, as well as another one there. Plenty of clips for the highlight reel, but in the end it was all about that victory. Yes, they have indeed picked up the victory and have qualified for the opportunity to become the first ever YCW Tag Team Champions. But we are not done there. Up next, it is the triple threat match between Bobby Roode, Pete Dunne, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Making his way to the ring from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Pete Dunne.
As with Tyler Bate earlier on, Pete Dunne, another hometown favourite from Birmingham, just up the road, but compared to everyone else, he is the closest to home. What a match this is proving to be. All 3 men last week giving it their absolute all in order to become the first ever championship, but unfortunately not quite enough to get the victory. Baron Corbin obviously coming away with that, but potentially the winner of this match will take a step closer in becoming a champion themselves. Everything is to play for.
And his opponent, first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
It is indeed the glorious one, Bobby Roode, a tag team expert, but has also managed to pick up singles victories where it counts the most. Is he going to be able to pick up a victory in this match? As we said, it's all to play for. A little bit of history between Roode and Nakamura, and whenever you add Pete Dunne into the mix, it is only going to amplify the aggression. Joint manipulation definitely going to be there, as well as the King of Strong Style joining afterwards, but not before the glorious one has finished here. There we are, a definite crowd favourite. The crowd loving that one, loving a bit of the glorious one as well as his entrance. But there is one guy they love just as much, and it is this man right here, the King of Strong Style himself, Shinsuke Nakamura.
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke
And what an entrance that is. What an entrance between all three men here. But it is not about the entrances at all. It's about what happens when the bell rings. And we are about to find out right here now. I hope you're all ready. We're definitely here. The crowd is ready. Those men look ready. And that bell signifies the start of it. Dunne and Nakamura going straight at each other. Roode happy to stand back and watch for the time being. Not a bad tactic. Bobby Roode looking to work on that leg straight away. Could definitely prove to be an advantage later on in the match. And we're taking a bit of time to breathe on the outside before getting straight back into the match. Swift kick right there from Nakamura before Roode manages to reverse it. This match could go absolutely any one of three ways. Of course, three men involved, three people with a potential victory. No counts out, no disqualification. This match will have a winner
And could it be from that armbar? Shinsuke Nakamura just letting things play out right there. Shove into the crowd. Pete Dunne looking to work on the arm of Bobby Roode. Oh, you could feel that. You could feel that all the way in the back row. What a maneuver that was. Shinsuke Nakamura looking for the pinfall right here, but only managing to get a 1 count before Pete Dunne kicked out right there. Shinsuke looking tall, other men down on the ground. All it will take in this match is one big maneuver to put the others away. It's not going to take an awful lot, you've got to think, but it is doing it whilst keeping an eye on the other man in the ring. That is going to be the most difficult point, keeping an eye on absolutely everyone around, making sure that you are able to do what you need to do without being attacked from behind, as Bobby Roode has just shown us right there. Shinsuke Nakamura looking all fired up right here. Could he be looking for something big? Not quite. Taking Bobby Roode over to the corner. Something different in mind. Introducing him to the turnbuckle before eating a suplex right there from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne once again working on the arm of Nakamura, just like he did on Roode. You've got to think, with no arm, it's going to make things an awful lot harder. Although the King of Strong Style does have great use of his legs. Pete Dunne looking for the pinfall right here on Shinsuke Nakamura. Bobby Roode was on the outside of the ring. Would have been a perfect opportunity to end it right there. What a match this has been so far. Pete Dunne looking for the bitter end right there, but Bobby Roode getting involved, not allowing it to happen. Both men down right here. Pete Dunne looking to take advantage of this, but only managed to get a 1 count on Bobby Roode right there, following it up with a swift kick to the back. Glorious spine buster right there. Could this be the end of the match? Bobby Roode only managing to get a 2 count on Pete Dunne. Shinsuke Nakamura is now stirring. Tensions in this match starting to build up. Each man looking to finishing it very, very soon. The crowd very, very hot on their feet. Bobby Roode once again going for a pinfall, this time on Shinsuke Nakamura, only managing to get himself a 2 count. Pete Dunne on the outside of the ring, regaining some vital energy. Bobby Roode looking for that glorious DDT, but Shinsuke manages to reverse, following up with a clothesline, taking him down to the mat. Shinsuke going for a pinfall. Pete Dunne back in the nick of time to beat up, trying to steal that pin right from underneath him, but unable to do so. Pete Dunne suplex right there, X-Plex. Could this be it? Managing to get a 2 count on Nakamura, following it up with once again a kick to the back. Shinsuke going for a Kinshasa and managing to hit it on Pete Dunne. Is he going to go for a pinfall, bringing him away from the ropes? It would be an awful way to go with a rope break. Going for a pinfall right here, referee in position. only managing to get a 2 count. Not many people kick out of the Kinshasa, but a brummy lad like Pete Dunne is hard as nails. What a match this has been. That should have surely been the end for certain, but this match continues. Bobby Roode back into the ring, hitting Nakamura with a bulldog, going for a reverse swinging DDT on Pete Dunne there instead. My apologies. Bringing him back to the centre of the ring, going for a pin, but Nakamura managing to break it up. Great feat there from Nakamura. If the first one misses, then the second one surely will not. Pete Dunne looking still the pinfall right under Nakamura's nose once again, but not managing to do so at all. Big knee strike right there from Pete Dunne, turning his attention now to Bobby Roode, looking to finish this match right here. Is he going for it? Looking up, bitter end right there. Nakamura on the outside of the ring, Bobby Roode in the middle of the ring. Perfect opportunity. Could this be a referee in position? And there it is, the 3 count right there from Pete Dunne. What a match this turned out to be in the end. Very high action, a lot of back and forth competition right there between all 3 men, but Pete Dunne clearly happy with what has just transpired. Great match, and whilst we have the chance, we want to take the opportunity right here to take the opportunity to give a massive shout out to the official theme song here on Fear. It is the Chaos Agent with their song Breaking the Silence. And now it is that moment we have been waiting for all evening long. It is time for your main event of the evening.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
It is our final qualifying match of the evening. It is Braun Strowman against Kevin Owens. The winner of this match will take 1 step forwards to qualify for the World Heavyweight Championship match. What a competition this is going to be. Almost very much a David and Goliath story, but it is that every time Braun Strowman steps into the ring, towering above every one of his competition. But this man surely is not going to let that get in his way. Kevin Owens will fight anyone and everyone.
And his opponent, from Maryland, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
Fight Owens, fight is what he goes by, and fight Owens, fight is what he enjoys doing. This is surely going to be one heck of a match between these 2 superstars, both former champions in previous promotions, but it does not matter here. Fear have decided that these 2 men are going to be at the top of the division, but which one of them is going to take that step closer in becoming the champion that represents the brand? Well, we are about to find out. Is it going to be Strowman? Is it going to be Owens? At the end of this, we will know for certain. And the bell has gone. What a match this is going to promise to be. 2 heavy hitters right here, both willing to do absolutely anything it takes to pick up the victory, including stamping on the fingers of their opponents. Yes, Kevin Owens there, doing absolutely what he can to chop down the larger man. And so far, it is working. Very, very early on, Braun Strowman is on the mat. Not something you see very often, but with a mastermind such as Owens in the ring, anything is possible. Not looking to get disqualified here, however. Disqualification would result in a loss, meaning that Strowman would pick up the victory. Both men taking it to the outside of the ring here, as well as a disqualification. Count out would not be the way to go, especially a double count out would not be the way that either one of these men would like the match to go. Listening out for the referee's 10 count, currently I believe up to 6. Oh, that was the number 6 jumping ahead of the referee, not interfering in his job at all. There we go, both men in the ring, and Strowman showing his power advantage right there. Strowman rolling outside to the ring, back into the ring, and following it up, picking Owens right above his head. What a hard-hitting match this is going to be, as well as every other match we have had this evening. What a show we have had. Baron Corbin in an open challenge first thing this evening, defending it against Tyler Bate, not allowing him to leave the ring on his own accord though, beating him down afterwards. We have been checking on Bate throughout the evening, and we believe he has picked up a small injury. Cannonball there from Owens to the corner. Yes, Tyler Bate has indeed picked up an injury. Unfortunately, that will mean he will be out of competition for the next couple of weeks. What a shame, considering we are only in the early stages of this brand, but it absolutely shows what everybody is willing to put on the line in order to pick up the victories. Next week, we will have our remaining qualifying match in the tag team division between War Raiders and The Bar, as well as another hard-hitting women's qualifying match between Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott. But before we get anywhere near that, we have this main event this evening, back and forth between Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman. But as it stands, Braun Strowman showing he has the power advantage over his smaller opponent. There we go. Strowman working on the arm as well as Owens too. It shows that working on a body part could be enough. Could it be enough to pick up a pinfall victory? However, it is not yet at all. Is Strowman looking for a powerbomb right here? No, he simply picks you up and dumps him over his shoulder, following it up with a big kick there, going for a pinfall victory, only managing to get a 1 count. Whilst we are in our main event, we would like to say a massive thank you to everybody that has joined us here this evening in the audience, and everyone that has joined us at home. We hope that you have enjoyed the show just as much as we have here. The only way to keep up to date with everything is making sure you subscribe to the channel, making sure that you have your notifications turned on. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, let us know what you are thinking of the shows so far, and that way you will not miss out on anything going forward. Big news in the coming weeks. We will be letting you know about an upcoming pay-per-view. Pop-up powerbomb right there from Kevin Owens, interrupting, but I do not matter. Could this be it? It is not at all. Kevin Owens manages to get himself a 2 count, but putting on a bit of damage there on Braun Strowman could be enough to take him one step further towards a victory. Yes, in the coming weeks, we will be having a pay-per-view, our very first pay-per-view of YCW. It will be dual branded. There will be some big matches and there will be some new champions crowned. What a night it will shape up to be, but we will be revealing more details as the weeks go on. Another show of power right there from Braun Strowman, simply picking him up and then throwing him down to the ground. Braun going for a pinfall there, but only managing to get a 2 count. Not enough to win this match just yet. Strowman taking a little bit of a breather on the outside, but Kevin Owens not letting him rest up too much and manages to follow him out there. Again, listening out for the referee's 10 count. Braun Strowman paying very close attention, throwing Owens back into the ring and joining him in there. Once again, picking him on his shoulder and dumping him off to the side. Massive power advantage from Strowman, and he is making us all well aware of it. Could he be looking for the end of this match? Could he be looking for that running power slam? And he hits it. Could this be enough? 2 count right there. Braun Strowman absolutely ballistic. Not sure what went wrong there. Follows it up with a close fist to the side of Owens, only managing to get himself a 2 count. Kevin Owens showing resiliency right there, not letting him go down without a true fight. But Braun Strowman making him pay for it right here. Owens rolling to the outside of the ring, surely not looking for a weapon. So far just taking a bit of a breather before joining back into the ring. Yes, there would have been a disqualification if a weapon had been used, but luckily there had not. Braun Strowman looking to control the arm of Owens, but Owens fighting back, looking surely for something big soon. That sit out neck breaker right there on to Strowman. Owens bringing him back to the centre of the ring. Could this be it? And it is indeed. Braun Strowman landing awkwardly on his head right there, but Kevin Owens taking full advantage of it right here. And what a match that was. Kevin Owens is your victor and heading towards the qualifying match in a couple of weeks. What is he thinking here? And he has not finished. What a chaotic night we have had already. Kevin Owens going to town on Strowman. A victory was not enough, but we are out of time.